Good evening, everyone. Welcome to FFTV live watch along with myself, Francis Green. Belgium against Italy. You've probably just seen this other quarterfinal. Spain scraped through on penalties. The penalties from Swiss were nothing like against the France. The pressure really got to them, and they didn't get through on penalties, which is quite sad to see. I think Spain deserved to win the game. Tactically cancelled each other out during this game, and a ridiculous red card, which is absolutely ruining the game, in my opinion. This no contact, you can't tackle people. I think it's unbelievable, and I wouldn't last 2 minutes in today's game because I would be thinking every footballer is soft. But it's the way that the football's going. We have to change. Every 10 years, football evolves, but another 10 years, and you will not be able to touch each other. That game was not exactly really exciting. The Swiss-Spain game, they cancelled each other out. However, Spain have got through to their third semi-final in the last 4 competitions. So for them, they are a striker away from being the best team in the world. That's all they need, a striker, and they can't seem to find one. So, yeah, but great game. Fair play to Swiss. Really gave it a go. Obviously, Vargas tonight, young boy, will be really thinking and looking at that penalty over and over again, probably for the rest of his life. But he's got a good future ahead of him, and hopefully, you know, his future will outweigh the penalty miss. So fair play to Swiss. Spain scraped through, but tonight we're about Belgium against Italy, the big one. Let's be honest, that side of the table, well, that side of the competition is very hard. England have got the best side, the easiest run to a final, probably in the history of international football. So anything but a final for England is an absolute failure. There's no doubt about that. On the other side, you've got the group of death. Everyone's gone home. You've got Belgium, you've got Italy, you've got a Swiss team now, you've got a Spain team now. That side of the group is ridiculous. And this is going to be a very good game, I think. I hope both teams don't cancel each other out. I've got to be honest. I hope that they don't cancel each other out. Because sometimes you do see that. You do see that they can cancel each other out in games because of the quality on the pitch. We get that. Italy are very good at defending, as we know, but they're also very good going forward. Belgium, a little bit iffy at the back. Not like they've not got good players. They just get a little overexposed when they play the 3 for me, because they're trying to bomb everyone on. They play a little bit gung-ho at times. So I think it'll be a good game. You know what? I couldn't even squeeze it. I think I'm probably going to go for Belgium because Kevin De Bruyne is in the starting 11. Probably a half fit. A half fit Kevin De Bruyne is better than most players fully fit. So you've got to play him. He will lift the environment for the Belgian players, and he will also bring the environment down for the Italian players when they see him on the team sheet. Hazard's out. If he's pulled his hamstring, he's out for 6 years. 6 years? I hope not. 6 weeks probably. So let me get to the comments. Evening, Craig. Hope you're well. Thank you. Ryan, big up, friend. Big up to yourself, mate. Rayan, big up Thierry Henry. Hope you're well. Thanks for the compliment. I'll take that. Chris has put Switzerland, all the hard work after standing off, then threw away on penalties. I could have scored. Yeah, it's that pressure. Honestly, it's a completely different pressure that, you know, 99.9% of the humankind never have to deal with this kind of pressure. It's a very strange feeling that everyday life it's a feeling that we don't really come across in everyday life. It really isn't. It's a weird feeling. So you know, sympathy for anyone who misses a penalty. You could see the nerves were there. You could see the difference between the Swiss penalties the other day and the Swiss penalties now. The environment, the pressure really got from. So I feel for Swiss. I really do. Grant's come in. Evening, Grant. Hope you're well. Nathan, hope you're well, pal. I will get back. I think you made a comment on a YouTube video earlier, and I've not gone into that YouTube, and I've not replied. So my apologies. I will apply later on. I think you're speaking about the Belgium game. You've put big up main man FG. Everything on your side good. Everything is blessed as always. We are grateful for even waking up in the morning. Rounds put would love to stay, but I'm working. Take care, FG, and everyone else. Have a good night. Appreciate you popping in, Rayan. The Thierry Henry comment. Yep, appreciate that, and I know you've hit the like. So good luck at working, mate. And I'm sure you'll keep up to date with what's going on football wise. So what's everyone's predictions? Do you think it's going to be a game where they cancel each other out? Do you think we're going to see you know, a lot of positivity? For me, I can see a very positive game. I don't think either team will sit in. They'll be a little bit cagey at first. They don't really want to give much away. We're trying to suss each other out, not really take too much risks, in my opinion. And then they'll start to get the groove and they'll start to know when to attack or when not to attack. But yeah, it's a tough one to call. I think people are just automatically saying Belgium because it's Belgium and the names. But I think as a team, Italy are probably the better team. But there's individuals in the Belgium team that probably 2 or 3 that are better than the Italians individually. So we will see. We will see. Ryan's put 3-2 to Belgium, so plenty of goals. Hopefully, it's plenty of goals. Chris has put Ryan Chowdhury, learn to speak French friendly. You could dine out for years. Imagine. I've been abroad and people have said like Thierry Henry. So funny. So funny. Still fancy Italy. So mixed. We've got mixed in the group. Mix. It's a hard one. It's a hard one. I've got to put my neck on the line. It'd be wrong for me to not say. I'm going to go for a Belgium. While Kevin De Bruyne is on the pitch. If Kevin De Bruyne comes off, I'm going Italy. Craig thinks that Belgium will win 2-1. Interesting game. Good game. I think a lot of people are ready for this game. They really, really want this game. The Spain-Switzerland game, the way Spain keep the ball, it's just, honestly, it's just oysters on a pitch. It's frightening, honestly, absolutely frightening the way that they move the ball. But they're just Spain are a striker away from being the best team in the world. If Spain had a top striker, then they would be the best team by a mile. They keep the ball so good. That Pedri, he plays that well. You forget he's a kid. You forget he's a kid. He only signed pro 12 months ago, I think. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Naif saying he's on the fence, to be fair. It's a tough one to call, Naif. Not going to lie. It's a tough one to call. I think this one's more, people can talk about tactics. People can talk about this. If you give him a reason why you're choosing, if you said to me why you're choosing Belgium, I would purely say because I think they've got the probably going to be the best player in the world on the pitch for me. As soon as we get rid of the 2 big dogs. That's the only reason. If Kevin De Bruyne don't play, then I sway towards Italy. But then on the flip side, Italy I would say probably a better team. So we will see. We will see whether Mancini will know. He'll know to tactically try and make sure that Kevin De Bruyne does not get the space that he needs. What might help Belgium in a way is they're not exactly lightning up front, Italy, are they? They're not exactly lightning up front. So that will really help them, in my opinion. Help Belgium because no one's really lightning. So interesting. Like you say, it's tough to call. Chris has put Italy and England final. That would be a good game. That would be a very good game. We'd have to obviously come up a few levels. Tony's put he thinks Italy 2-1. In the chat, people are swaying towards Italy. People are swaying towards Italy. So very, very interesting. Very interesting. How is everyone? I hope everyone's had a good day. If you've been at work or you're working from home, whatever you may be doing, I hope everyone has had a very blessed day. Let's just get rid of this here. You've probably already seen the teams, but as you know, I like to share the teams with you all. So who we got first? Let me see which order we've got this one in. Let's go. So we've got Belgium first, all right. Courtois, Alderweireld, as you pronounce his name, Vermaelen, Vertonghen, Witsel, De Bruyne, Tillemans, Lukaku, Meunier, Mini Hazard, and Doku. That's who you've got for the Belgians. And then on the Italians, again, I think it's near enough the same team. Where are we? This one, in it. Italians have gone fun. Donnarumma, as we know, Lorenzo. Chiellini's back in, which is very important for them at the back. Vital, leader, brave, reads the game superbly well. One of the best defenders over the last decade. Spinazzola gets forward, loves to get forward. Obviously, Verratti, we know what he's like, tidy. Jorginho does a perfect job in that Italian team. Insigne, we know very clever, not quick. Chiesa, who's come on the last couple of games and done really well. Immobile, Barella, and Bonucci. So no Locatelli yet. He tends to bring him on later on in the game. So top players. Honestly, top players on show today. Top players. Really looking forward to it. Really looking forward to it. Next for FG. We are linked with Locatelli. What are your thoughts? Good player. Good player. I've got to admit, very good player. I think he prefers to stay in Italy. So I think Juventus are the ones that I think Juventus are the ones that he wants to go to. I'm not sure how much they're going to push to get him. But it's all about how much a player feels wanted. If Arsenal show a little bit more, my only concern is if it's very public that he wants to go. His representatives or his people have said that Juventus is his choice. If Juventus is his first choice, it doesn't really happen, and then he thinks, well, I'm going to get a money move, and it's your second team, and you go to Arsenal. Do you get the same amount of players? You know, sometimes you got to think about that. For me, I remember I was getting a move to one team, and I went to the other team, and my mind was still set on that team. It was closer to home. It was more money. They were better. Yeah, so you know, we'll see. It's just paper talk, as you know. Agents flying around left, right, and centre. Chris is also, but Chelsea want Locatelli. Typical Chavs. Nick all the sweets from the sweet shop. Yeah, you know, Chelsea and Man, not even Man City. Man City do a good business. Man City don't really get they target. They don't really go to war with other clubs, etc. I imagine they do, of course, but you know, Chelsea are rufless. They'll go straight in the minute. But what do you got Russian mafia involved? You know, they're ruthless people. That's what they're going to go for. Chris goes, no, he wants a Juventus. Yeah, he does want the Juventus move. Big time, he wants the Juventus moves. New name in the chat. Thanks for popping in. Really do appreciate it. If you've not already, make sure you subscribe and hit that like. The Spieler has put, who do you think will win in your opinion? It's very hard, to be fair, Spieler. We've been talking about it. For me, I'm going to go Belgium. If Kevin De Bruyne is fit, he's probably half fit, let's be honest. But if Kevin De Bruyne comes up, for me, he's going to be the best player in the world. I'll be amazed if he doesn't. Obviously, he gets injured sometimes quite a bit because of the way that he plays. So I've gone for them. I've gone for Belgium because of Kevin De Bruyne. I also think Lukaku will bring others into play. We know he can't finish his dinner, but he will bring others into play. But Italy are a very good team, you know. So maybe at the back, I think Nath was saying at the back for Belgium could be their weakness, but Italy don't really have a lot of pace. So we're underway, people. We are underway. Tony's put Arsenal linked with everyone. Hey, listen, Arsenal have been linked with me. I think they're trying to get my boots back on. Never mind anyone else. Tony's put that should be the bio for our club. Yeah, it should be. Chris has put I thought we had signed someone today. Yeah, we've signed Tavares, the young left back, Benfica. Yeah, young lad. He'll be second to Turney, but he's not bad. So if Turney don't watch himself, he could overtake him. He's not bad. See how he adapts to the English league. And then obviously this Lokonga one, which is another young. I'm happy with those two appointments. And now we're in a war with Everton over White. Obviously, Arsenal was not White's first choice. That's why Everton and his agent. De Bruyne has got half a yard. Lukaku rolls Chiellini. Whoa. Sharp from Donnarumma. We know what he's like. God, he's been playing. Feels like he's been playing for 25 years. The kid's only 22. Yeah, you're talking about left back from Benfica. Yeah, Tavares, I think his name was. Not bad. Obviously, he's got to adapt to Premier League. What people don't think, it's not that Premier League is harder than any other leagues, as in technically. Technically, it's probably behind probably a couple of European leagues. I don't know if he's offside here, but he's going to get in. He's a good player. He's like your all-round athlete, this kid. You know you're probably going to get an 8 out of him every game. 8 out of him every game. But yeah, what I was saying about the leagues, technically, there's leagues that are technically very, very different. Portuguese league, German league, Spanish league, French league, technically are better than the Premier League. If you see a lot, we've got probably 80% of just bang average players in the Premier League who play a lot of the English way. However, the Premier League, believe it or not, is more physical than the other leagues, which is crazy considering you can't tackle. And if you would have seen the red card earlier, you're probably thinking, oh, we're not going to be able to tackle. So I won't be able to play because I'd be ripping everyone's head off if I played today's game. However, the Premier League is higher tempo. People give the ball away a lot more. So it means that it's like basketball. Whereas in foreign football, people don't give the ball away as much because technically they're better. So in the English Premier League, you give the ball away, got to get it back. They give it away, got to get it back. So you've got to be fitter and on. And you've seen a corner from Belgium. You've seen Xhaka. Xhaka looked like a world beater. It looks like a 50, 60 million pound player in international football because it's slower. In the Premier League, where it's a little bit quicker, you don't have the legs. He gets red cards. He lunges in. He's slower. And it's all to just do with the pace of the game. So the English game is a lot faster, but it's gone back from years of history. You never really had the ball for more than 5 passes. The English game. What's good? It's only 3 minutes gone, but the tempo. So Italy are pressing, and Belgium are pressing, which is good to see. It's never worse when you see one team not pressing and the other just sitting. The Spiel is subscribed. Thanks ever so much. It's coming on my top screen. Really do appreciate that. Really do. Like I say, every subscriber is a small compound effect to where we want to be in the future. And the more we build, the more content we can bring, the more we can get involved as a community, and the more things we can do together. So, around football and in personal. Is if we become a community, we become a family. There's people who sometimes need personal help or guidance or opinions. So that's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. Lukaku's in. I don't know if he's offside, but he's in, and that's Lukaku. But it's probably offside because, again, I know you've asked me, does anyone know this rule about the offside? Why they let it go on for so long? Because surely nothing else can happen. No? I might have to look at this rule because I ask every time. Every time in the chat, I ask. Every single time. Chris has put, White doesn't want to come to us. No, he doesn't. You know why? He sees it as too much of a project that's being built, and it puts him under pressure. Everton's project is, don't get me wrong, even though Everton finished around Arsenal, around us in the league, they look like their project's building. Now they've got Rafa, obviously. We'll see how that goes. But they've been bringing young kids in from the Championship, from League One for a while. They bring foreigners. They get decent signings, Rodriguez, etc. Arsenal is just starting that journey now. So if you're a player, you're thinking, I'm 50 million. I've got to go into this squad. And people are going to be looking at Ben White like he's the savior. Insigne wraps it around the back. Oh, Chiesa can't get enough on it. But what I love about Italy, I think for me, they're going to go on the front foot. This is what I really have found impressive about Italy in this tournament. And before, Mancini's got on playing the way Man City were playing. He wanted Man City to play. They press. The energy levels are superb. What I love in football, I love energy levels. That's what I was about. If anyone's ever seen me play, they know I'm up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Throw my hands everywhere. But energy. I love about energy. Slow it down when you need to. And that's what I like about the Italians. And Belgium do have that. They have that burst of pace. De Bruyne is moving around really well. So I'm hoping that he's the one, he stays on. This Doku's managed to get him behind, but he looks a bit off it at times. Looks a bit off it at times. He's not a Hazard, is he? But they played him up top. I think they put mini Hazard deeper into bigger Hazard's position. By the way, did anyone see the way that the Spanish 3 centre midfielders played football today? How Graham Souness was pointing it out, and it was great to see. Courtois back to him. He's not going to really make a mistake. Up to Lukaku. You know what Belgium are going to do, which sometimes, for me, misses De Bruyne out at times, which is a bit annoying for Belgium. Chris, I remember when pitches were like plough fields that could have something to do with losing possession. We always had bowling greens at Highbury, the best in England. Yeah, obviously youth football for me was all about bobbly pitches, But then when obviously I signed for Peterborough, the pitches professionally were a lot better. Like bowling greens and that. So that was the good thing. But you've made a good point. Yeah, you've made a good point. even now, if you play on a bubbly pitch, whereas normally you would have 2 touches or 1, you have to have 3, 4, and you have to kind of double that. And even some of these, when you see the FA Cup, when you see a Premier League team go to a Stockport or a Macclesfield or whatever it may be, the pitches are deliberately left bubbly. We did it many times. We did it where the managers wanted to bobble the pitch in the corners, so no one could put the ball in the corners and get half a yard on you. It was madness. Yeah, crazy. And now you'd never think about it. Grant's put, no, it's a rule I think was made last season or this season, but they didn't explain why. It's the strangest rule ever. Chris has got, we already have Saliba, play him. There's something going on there, isn't there? But I think it's Arteta's arrogance. Doesn't get on with him. Maybe somewhat similar with with Southgate and Sancho. It happens. Hey, it happens. Managers and players don't click. Like at the workplace, like anywhere. You know, people don't click, and they have to move on. Insigne is very clever. He comes in a little bit, and you can see what he's trying, and he will keep trying those little ones around the corner because he knows one might come off. Grant's put, I enjoy watching Mancini, Man City to Pep Man City. Thought they were more exciting. I think it's more the league as well. The way football's changed a little bit over the last 5 years. I do think Mancini's Man City were probably more exciting. They weren't a better team, but like you say, they were probably more attractive to watch. If you want the excitement, for me, I like to say I'm the football purist. I mean, I just love triangles all over the place. Someone says to me, sometimes you'd like a 0-0 as long as it was pure football. Sometimes I would, yeah. But that's just me. I've always been like that. That's why I fell out of every manager, believe it or not, over the 10 years. Italy with the ball now, a little bit of possession for them. Both teams have had decent possession, only 8 minutes in. Very well organized, both teams. It's going to be hard. You know, these are like when you have the 2 best heavyweights at times in the world, and sometimes it's one punch, one mishap, one false move, one putting your hand down, and all of a sudden it's a KO. This is what it's like, really. People are keep testing, hoping that someone just switches off for a split second, or someone can just get that ball through a few inches of space. That's what they're hoping. Mancini's a great coach. Love what he did at Inter and Man City. Yeah, Mancini's good. Mancini's great for me. Love the way he plays. Italian as well. He's got suave, hasn't he? Not all Italians have suave. Stereotype, but he's got suave. Tony's put, agree. Chris, Saliba deserves a chance. Maybe if Ben White does not come, it might give him a chance. It's a weird one. You know what? I don't even think, sorry, I forgot to put this up. I like my little things that I design. Where is it? There is it. There we are. You know what? I don't even think that Saliba would probably want to play, if you know what I mean, for Arteta. Would he want to play for Arteta? You know, would he think, you know what, give me an opportunity, I'm going to run around for you after the way that you treated me, I'm going to run around for you. You know, it's a bit strange at times, isn't it? It's one of those, would he want to play for him? You know? It's a question we've got to ask yourself. Would he want to play for him? I'm not sure he would. I think he wants to get out, in my opinion. Tillemans, he's going to keep it in. Yeah, he's kept it in. Oh, corner. Now, they do have some good size, Belgium. That is one thing they do have. They do have good size. Let's be honest. And that's what can make games. You know, when you've got good size, that's what can make games. It's got a huge difference in important games. Like I said, sometimes it's minor things, and this could become a huge difference. Set plays. You've seen games being won on set plays, you know. De Bruyne whips it in. It's not the best, to be fair. Witsel could be, thought he might have been offside. They might get him on the break here. Oh, good skill, and then the good old dive. Jumps back up as soon as he gets a free kick. It's a miracle. It's a miracle. Jumps straight back up, as you do. Great skill. Just clips it over and screaming before he's even been touched. But he's Italian. Yeah? Sorry about the creak. It's these chairs. I think I mess around with them too much. Tempo's good. I like the tempo of the game. He's gone down. It's unreal, isn't it? Honestly, the way football is now, it is unreal. You know, I don't like moaning about it or complaining about it, because you just have to move with the times, modern day football. But I mean, there, look, straight down. You know, the thing is, though, the only reason players go down, and obviously you know this already, is because refs give free kicks. But what I've seen in this tournament, sometimes I've seen refs say, you know, get up. And it's been really, for me, you know, satisfying to see refs say, listen, you're 6'5", get up, mate. Do you know what I mean? Get up, stop rolling around, get up. It's not a free kick. Anyway, this is a free kick. Insigne is going to try and whip this one in. We know he's got great techers. Whips it in. Low one. Go with it. Is it goal? It's a goal. Who is it? Bellucci? Yeah, Bonucci's coming. You know what? It's a great ball. 1-0 to the Italians. It's a great ball. Let's have a look over this, and I'll come into the comments, but let's have a look. Insigne, we're just talking about the free kick. Insigne, you know, a lot of people lift it. I don't know if it's going to go VAR or whatever, but it didn't look like no one was offside. Most people do lift the ball. He's put it low across the front into that second 6-yard box. Let's have a look. It's a great ball. Ooh, so one's offside. He's not the goal scorer, so that's good. First man misses it. Everyone else misses it. Just manages to get a... Oh, let's have a look, actually. Oh, yeah, so it hits someone. It just hits Bonucci's belly. Actually hits his belly and goes in. And it's 1-0. 1-0 to the Italians. Goal review. Can't see why it's a goal review. Aha. Is he offside? Yes. So he's offside because the other person touches the ball before him. So if no one touches that ball, I think it hits someone's thigh. Big let off. Big let off for Belgium. Chris has put, how many of Man City's team under Pep played before Pep? If Man City under Pep consists of players that they're before him and he has got them to play close possession, I don't know how many was there. Maybe Vincent Kompany was the last one. I'm not too sure, actually. Not too sure. I remember when I used to take when I used to do the agent work, I was scouting a kid and I took him to Man City probably 2 times a week. And we used to see, if you've never been Man City, the training ground is probably the best in the world. Also, I found out the other day that they own about 11 other clubs, Man City, and they're trying to do this, replicate the training grounds for all of these clubs, one in Uruguay, a couple in Europe, America. So they, if they're not quite ready for Man City, they put them to these other clubs from around the world. It's an unbelievable model that Man City have got. Anyway, and we went, and we used to go quite 2 or 3 times a week. And one of the days that we went, and we've seen the first team training, and Pep allowed these kids to watch training. And the training was just unreal. Honestly, the intensity and how players could not walk around in training. And if they gave the ball away, a simple ball that professional footballers shouldn't do, he would pull them straight up. Straight up, he'd pull them straight up. It was fantastic to see. Fantastic football. And that was just in the training. Tillemans with a decent effort. Bonucci's be fuming. They're probably going to review this offside now. No. Short corner from Belgium. Doku skips in. Oh, he gets half-pulled there. You see, if he gets half-pulled there and he goes down, the ref gives a free kick. Because he stays on his feet, the ref don't give anything. You know, I know they've got advantage. Don't get me wrong. They've got advantage here. This might well wake Belgium up. Kevin De Bruyne gets half a yard. Oof. You know, Kevin De Bruyne can put that in there. Let's get to the comment. I don't think Saliba will want to play for Arteta. They did not pick the guy for the Olympics. If he doesn't go to the Olympics, he doesn't get played for Arsenal. I think they will cause friction massively. I think they've already caused it for him. I just don't think he cares. He just want to play for Arsenal. Naceport, not happy with our Arteta's and Reece Nelson either. 70 minutes of football. I do think he should have went on loan also, but 70 minutes of footy last season isn't helping develop. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You think about it. I mean, I know it's older football. By the time I was 21, I probably played 50, 60, maybe league games, men's football, you know, big experienced centre half smashing you. And that developed me. You know, Reece Nelson, if he doesn't go this year or do something, his development could be out the window. And you might see him in the championship, in, you know, at best in 4 or 5 years, you know. So yeah, it's a great point. Kids need to get out and play football. Offside, yeah. They farm them out to Man U till they are ready for City. Yeah. Well, they didn't want first refusal on Sancho, did they? They didn't explore that option. They had first refusal. They had to match any bid, but they were like, no, we're not interested in that level. Don't get me wrong. They think Sancho's a good player, but they don't think he's amazing. They don't think he's on the level of Foden. They don't think he's on the level of some other young kids they've got coming through. And I can see the point. I can see the point at times. We will see when we get to the Premier League how he adapts. Pace in Germany is slower. Pace is quicker here. He does have pace. But also the defending here is a little bit wiser. You know, he's not going to be playing for the best team, one of the best teams in. Well, he is supposedly going to be playing for one of the best teams, but Man United don't really play the best football. They're not free flowing, so it's going to be interesting. You've seen Man United seeing Greenwood, who for me is an outstanding talent. He's one of the best English kids I've seen in a long time. And Rashford, you've seen how they can struggle, Martial against a West Ham away or you know, against the Brighton. So it'll be interesting. This is a decent game. I like the tempo. Got to be honest. I like the tempo of this game. De Bruyne's not really been able to get on the ball much. Sorry, let's have a drink of water. So we're 18 minutes gone. A lot of talking. Decent game, good tempo. Very unlucky Italy with the goal. If it doesn't hit the other player, like you say, it goes in. Spinner Zona's not been able to get forward much. He's bombing on now. He's bombing on. He loves to get forward. Honestly, he's non-stop, goes get forward, but he's got a license to do that. That's a good thing when you're allowed to do that. Tielemans, as we know, great player. Verratti got done on the half turn. He's brought him down. Lets it run across him. Clever play. He brings him down. Nice. But do you think Oli would be able to find a method tactically to ensure Sancho can be at his best? He's just got to play him as a wide right. Wide right, you do what you want. Allow Greenwood to concentrate on his possession. Greenwood's a centre forward. You're asking him to go out wide. Greenwood's magnificent. Centre forward into Lukaku. Lukaku, as we know, has got a touch. I can't say the word. His touch is shocking. So now Tielemans has obviously done Verratti, so now he's probably going to get a yellow card. So yellow card each for these two. They're on top of each other. Tielemans looks about 13, don't he? Oh, I can't believe he's even done that. He's saying he's got the ball. He's gone straight down the back of him. Surely that's a yellow card. Surely. If he's got away with that, no, I think he's going to get a yellow, surely. Yeah, he can't get away with that. Oh. I think there's going to be goals. I've got to admit, I think there's going to be goals in this game. There's Verratti now. He's up. Jorginho. No, Insigne, sorry. Oh, skips around. Great little feet. And then off he goes. Yeah, off he goes. Off he goes for a dive. I was showing my son Messi today. He's too young to understand football. And I was saying, like, listen, just look at what this player does. And he was like, how is the ball stuck to his foot? And I was like, it's not, son. He's just can dribble and can do things that other players have never been able to do. And he was mesmerized. He's only like 4.5. He could not believe how the ball stuck on his foot and the things that he did from the halfway line. It was he's just in awe. So I'll be showing him Messi for the rest of his life. De Bruyne's got half a yard, 2-on-2, really. No, he's got to find him. Oh, magnificent. Shits it onto his left, but you're not beating Donnarumma from there. You are not beating him. There's the reason he's just gone PSG on massive deal. The reason that he's been in this team since he was about 18 years old, because he's a big fella. He's got a big, strong hand. It's going to be very hard to beat him from there. It's a good strike. Kevin De Bruyne looks fit. Kevin De Bruyne looks fit, which is encouraging, very encouraging for Belgium and very encouraging for us as well, watching it. That's a good thing. Corner now. Get to your comments in a minute. Let's just see what happens with this set piece. Decent. Oh, no, into his hands. Where were we? Chris, do you remember a midweek game many years ago at London Road? Someone scored at the London end and celebrated at the barrier with the fans. You rang back checking your shirt because of the tea stains. Can't remember. I can't remember. You know what? My memory is shocking when it comes to certain things. Shocking. Sorry, that was me. Great run and shot by KDB. Belgium have abundance of talent. At what point can we say they win a trophy in session level? Well, they should. You know what? They've had a good team now for, I think, this will be their second. I think this will be their second competition. Maybe their third, actually. Maybe their second. Where everyone says that they've got a golden generation. And it was like, if you didn't win it last one, they've got to win. Well, they haven't got to win this, but if you look at the age of the players, the World Cup's in 2 years. Are these players going to be informed 2 years? Kevin De Bruyne will be. Tielemans will be. Back three will be probably still in the mix, but they're going to need something else. I don't think they're old. Vertonghen and Vermaelen's been around a long time. Alderweireld is still going to be fine 2 years, but Vertonghen won't be, and Vermaelen, I don't think. So it will be interesting because, I say, in tournaments, it changes very quickly. Some kids who are playing non-league could be in the next Euros. You know. In fact, some kids who will have been playing non-league will probably be in the Euros next. So it moves quite quickly. 24 minutes gone. I think it's been a good 24 minutes. I've got to admit, I thought both teams might try and cancel each other out, but both teams are going for it. Both teams are going forward, which is great to see. Good playing around the box. There's not a lot of room to move into it. Immobile. What I've found quite impressive so far is the back three of Belgium know that Immobile always wants to try and run in behind. A lot of the time, he's always trying to run in behind. They've dealt quite well with the line, so they're not too high, but they're also not too deep. Because Immobile, Spinazzola likes to get in behind. Chiesa likes to get in behind. Insigne will come feet as he's got the ball now. Great little plot, but great defending. The defending at the minute from Belgium is excellent. Oh, Kevin De Bruyne absolutely spins. Oh, look how quick he's got from the edge of his box to the final third. Lukaku's just got a... It's decent from Lukaku. You see the difference in De Bruyne. De Bruyne's got to be the best player in the world for me. He's got to win Ballon d'Or soon. Obviously, no one is ever going to get near Messi. Well, Ronaldo did, but no one's going to get near those two. Decent from Lukaku. Looked like he lost his balance and he just didn't get quite enough pace on it. But De Bruyne got the ball on the edge of his box. And within 2 seconds or 3 max, he's in the final third if Italians are off. Unreal. What a footballer. Complete footballer. Not sure about his heading ability, actually, though. Whips the cross in. Decent cross, but no one's got a little nick in it. I thought Witsel might have got a nick on it. This is where Italy are good. Chiesa bombs on. Spinazzola's bombing on. There's Chiesa. Look, there you are before you know it. They're in the final third, 2-3 seconds. This is where they're good. Oh, it fell nicely for Courtois. What a game. Good game. Good footballing game. Broke down again. Italy have got another opportunity. Jorginho will go inside to Insigne. Insigne will go to Spinazzola out wide, probably, or will he have a shot? Chiesa, he's on, drives it across. Another great block. Good game, people. Good game. Where are we? Here we are. Right there. Insigne on the edge of the box, trying to get a little 1-2. What's going on with this banging noise? It's me getting excited on the table, I think. Whips it. Ooh. Tried to bend it. He's got that in his locker as well. Grant's put Belgium should have won 2018 World Cup. That was their time. They should have won something. Yeah, that they were such a team. My tea went up in the air. Most of it, Stu. Some of it hit you. Oh, did it? I can't remember. I can't remember. Honestly. Small world. What a small world, eh? Robert's fair play. Yeah, fair play. Belgium defense is holding out. They're solid at the minute. Very well organized. Very, very well organized at the moment. Very well organized. Good to see. Very, very good to see at the moment. Slowed down a little bit because we've had some good pace. There's been some good pace about the game. Looking to get him behind. Again, solid header for Marland. I would say Belgium have had a couple of decent opportunities, but Italy have probably looked a little bit more threatening. He'll try and get some space. He will. Spinazzola, he's one to watch. He plays so high. And he's always looking to get him behind. They use the tactics where they try and bring someone up. Insigne around the corner. It's good. Immobile's been a bit quiet so far this game. He's not really held anything up. He's not popped anything off. Chiesa, we know, will try and go down the outside. Springs it across. Another defensive block from Belgium. Italy are really going for it at the minute. Italy are really trying to put the foot on the gas. Spinazzola now, he's going to go try and get beyond, as he always does. He drills it across. Corner. It's a good game, people. KDB oozes class, one of my favorite infielders in the world. Attacking player's dream. Oh, imagine playing with him. You won't even have to think. You just get you just run him behind. Two good goalkeepers on show in this game. Will take good effort to beat them. Yeah, both probably about 6'6". When they're spread out, they're like absolute spider web. Good player, Chris. Chiesa's good play. He's done well when he come. He came on the last two games, I think. Scored both games. Good player. Decent delivery, but good defending again. The defending from Belgium centre-halves. I mean, a lot of, including myself, were saying, how are the centre-halves going to do coming into this competition? Are they going to be overexposed? Well, so far, so good in this competition because they've been solid. They are three proper centre-backs as well. Don't really go forward. By the way, Ukraine-England tomorrow. We've got to go over the England team. A lot of people will do tomorrow. A lot of people saying he should change a lot and rest some players because of his yellow card. You can't do that. You can't do that in a quarter-final of a competition and think you can disrespect someone. It's international football. Should we win? I think we'll win 3-0. Probably. But you never know. Could be nerves. Could be pressure. Could get something wrong. You just never know. So for me, you got to play your strongest team. And you've got to go out and put a statement to get momentum because football's all about momentum. Oof. Will the VAR look at that? They've both put the feet up. Little one around the corner. Defending. Oh, so one around the corner. It's 1-0. That's a goal. That is not a penalty. That is not offside. And that is a goal. 1-0 to Italy. Goal was coming. People have said it in the chat. Holding out. Did not get the look of the green there with that one. Ricocheted a little bit. Bottom corner. Smashed it across Courtois. It's a great finish. To finish from there against Courtois is a good finish. He's a good finish. Barella, who's Mr. Consistent for Italy. Let's have a look now. So you think this one there, they both put the foot up there. They both put the foot up. They think it's a free kick. Tried to play out, cost them. There you go. A little bit of luck there. No one wants to tackle him. Shifts it with his left, puts it with his right. Here, shifts it there. No one wants to tackle him. That's a great finish. He's absolutely imperfect in the corner. That's why it's beat Courtois. And he's took it early. If you notice, he takes it early. That's the key there. Naturally, natural footballers, they have another touch. or they want to put it at the feet a little bit more. He took it very early from underneath his body, and it gives Italy 1-0. Great goal. Deserved. I've got to admit, I think that's deserved. Will this wake Belgium up? Will they, try and get the ball up to Lukaku a little bit quicker? I think they need to. We've got a game on our hands here, people. We've got a serious game on our hands here, I believe. Serious game on our hands. Sorry, while I'm on here, I also look at other things as well. And then once it opens up as well, the likes of Spinazzola, Immobile, they will try and get him behind if Belgium, try and come forward and leave open holes, Oh, Courtois is going to get a free kick, but actually, I don't think that's a foul. I actually don't think that's a foul. He's just read Courtois like a book, and Courtois got it all wrong. I don't think that's a foul, but you're always going to get it. Ref's going to absolutely squeaky bum time. He's got to give that. Mancini looks like a music teacher with that hair. Yeah, he does actually. The service will always be on point, FG. As someone who plays on the wing, I'd make non-stop runs with someone like KD in the team. Oh, yeah. All you got to do is give him the ball. Before the game, you would have a connection anyway. There's certain players that you meet over your career, and for some reason, you're just on the same wavelength. I had a player, Adam Murray, who was the top kid, made his Premier League debut at like 17, lost his way a bit, ended up being, one of the best midfielders I've ever seen. And every time he got the ball, we kind of knew what was happening. Also with Jimmy Bullard, every time Jimmy Bullard got the ball, he said to me, and I said to him, listen, there's a space, there's a bit of greenery, put it in there. And the amount of times that Posh, he'd get the ball, clip it over the top, and I'd be in. You just automatically have that instinct sometimes with players. Fernando Torres and Steven Gerrard was probably the perfect partnership. Torres goes to Chelsea, doesn't have that same effect because doesn't have the same player as Gerrard feeding him. Chris has put nudging the keeper used to be fair. I know, it's embarrassing. Unbelievable. You can't even shoulder barge soon. Exactly what Tony's just about to say. Chris, Garvey, you were right about the Italian scoring, but got this goal scorer wrong. Yeah. They were on. The pressure was hot. They were dictating the game. 1 out of 2 ain't bad. Remember when you could do the shoulder shot? Oh, you can't do that no more, Chris. Tone, sorry. You can't do that no more. No more. I feel for these players who are quite physical, actually. The big players, the big lads, because they get penalised for so much. What was I reading the other day? So when Kiefer Moore couldn't get a yellow card in case they went through. So basically, they told him, the Wales squad, the Wales coaching staff, left him off for that game. And then they brought him on in case they went through. And they said, jump without your arms. So he had to jump and win a header without his arms. And if you watch him, he's like flopping groper fish. He jumps and he's doing this. Because if he puts his elbows up like that, the ref, just the tiniest touch, the ref will book him. But that's how you hold the ball up. That's how you jump. That's, you hold people off. You back in. You put your elbows up to protect yourself when you're jumping up. You use your arms for leverage. Yet referees will penalize you for doing it. And that's why I think the whole concept of football is referees, and for me, and people who make the rules, have never played football. And I don't think they understand the logistics and the elements and the physiology of the things you have to do to play football. I don't think they understand it. And I think that's why these rules are just ridiculous. I really don't think they understand it. Referee, do you Jorginho gets too much unwarranted stick? You know what? I don't think he just stands out. I think a lot of people and the media. Look at the way the media are with players. Look at Jack Grealish now. Look at the way the media are. The media are doing everything for Jack Grealish to start. Everything. He's on every interview. He's on every newspaper. Kid ain't started a game. Kid played 15 minutes the other day, and they're like, "Oh, it's the media." And I think the media tarnish players and make players. And Jorginho is one of them. Oh, he always passes sideways, rather than thinking what good he does. You know, I like him. I like him a lot. Some people don't like him. I think Jorginho is a class player. You don't play for Chelsea, and you don't play for Italy on a regular basis if you're not good. You know. Alex Song and Van Persie is another example of great partnership. Yeah, they were very good. And then they go separate ways and nothing really happens for them, you know? You need partnerships. The whole team is about partnerships. So you have a team, and then within that team, you have about, I would say, probably about 8 different partnerships around the pitch. And if they click, then that team then becomes exceptional. Right back, right winger. Left back, left winger, you know? Forward, one of the midfielders. Fullback, CDM. These are partnerships that if you can get in sync, they just flow. And then that's when you see when teams just have a flow and think, you know, Man City have got it. Man City have got it. It's what Pep does. He builds on partnerships. De Bruyne's got a little bit of a look there. Ooh, tries to slip it through. Going to whip it around back stick. Belgium need to put a little bit of pressure on Italy, because Italy have not really been under the cosh. It's been all about, see, in a minute, the ref's probably going to give it arms. You know what? I'm surprised they didn't give a free kick there. He allowed some hustle and bustle, which was great. It's a little bit scrappy at the minute. I mean, now that's my example of a free kick. Witsel can't believe it. He can't believe it. It's going to get to the point where players, so Witsel's touched the ball there. He needs it away from him. And then he just moves him away. He can't put his arm there, can he? Can Witsel put his arm there and run away like this? How can he run away like that? So he's just got his balance. Move the player out of the way. This kid grabs his face. Ref cons for it. This is what I mean. Referees need to have meetings with footballers or do something and analyze the human movement and motor skills. He can't not put his arm up there for balance. How do you expect? This is why we've got these arms. This is why we've got them. For balance. To move. You know? How are you gonna move if you ever try running around with your arms tied behind your back? You're just gonna fall over. It's common sense. And it's ruining the game. It's ruining the game. So many footballers and pundits have cried out that footballers, ex-footballers, should be in with referees, in with the VAR, and explain that maybe that's not that way because the ball trajectory has gone this way. The ball can only go that way if this happens. That's natural. That's not natural. That's not natural, which is an elbow. That's natural. Oh, I'm giving you a coaching session here on how to jump. Sorry, everyone. Corner from Italy. Edge of the box. Whips it in. Oof. Wow. You got a good skill to wrap it around the corner there. I could tell you that against Courtois. Chris has always put Song and Van Persie were great for that season until Wenger betrayed us by selling him to Man U. he wanted to go, didn't he? Pay packet. Can't forgive him for that. The player wants to go. He wants to go, Chris. Media like to build up players so they can knock them down when they have a bad spot. It's just ridiculous. Yeah, ridiculous. You see what the media like. Look at Sterling. You only made it on one newspaper. I don't read newspapers, by the way. I don't really watch the news either. I only watch like Bloomberg news or, you know, news that's going to give me something that might be interested in the world. But because it's just an agenda, isn't it? It's just an agenda, you know. So I say to people all the time, it's what? Remember the media and the news and all that. I say to my kids, but they think, oh, Dad, you're just looking at it differently. I'm like, yeah, that's the problem. Are built to keep you beneath the hierarchy. That's what they're built for. Anyway, I don't want to bore you with that. Didn't Alex Song go to Barcelona and end up a bit popular? Yeah, he went to Barcelona and did all right for a little bit. Desi Blue, first time I've seen you and really do appreciate that. Big up to yourself, mate. Really do appreciate it. If you've not already subscribed, please subscribe and hit that like button. Any questions? We've got a good little community here. So, you know, throw the questions in, all your thoughts. And everyone is well-mannered in the group. So, you know, don't be afraid. Chris, the FA is a clique. They only have to make sense themselves. Oh, yeah, always has been. Like most authorities or organizations, hierarchies. Chiesa has been good energy. Italy have been the better team. I'm not just saying it because they've 1-0. Italy have been the better team. Chris is saying, yeah, it always baffles me, to be fair. I mean, Nathan, sorry, speaking to Chris. Nathan's always put Tony C flopped on about Song. Jashar's popped in again. Thanks ever so much. Always pops in and gives us a like. Big up, big up. Love that. Spinazzona's first time he's really got him behind. Puts it across. Does he need a touch? Does he need a touch there? Does Immobile need a touch there? Does he? I don't think he does, people. I don't think he needs that touch. I'm going to look at it again because where I am, sometimes my camera is in the middle of the screen and he may have been off balance, so it may have not worked for him. So let me have a look, see if it shows us again the opportunity. But the more Belgium get forward, the more opportunity it's going to be for Italy. Kevin De Bruyne has got his hands in the air. He's probably thinking they're too deep. The gap's too big. So when it breaks down going forward, the gap's too big from the team behind him at the moment. And I think that's due to the energy levels. Insigne skips past one, goes for the outside of the foot. What a goal! What a goal! Absolutely magnificent. What a goal. Got to tweet it, people. What a goal. What a goal. I can't believe it. Let's have a look. Uzi Maggie. No, don't make. Yeah, well, see, the thing is, Tillemans is on a booking, so Tillemans can't even attempt to touch him. So he just moves out of the way. Tillemans moves out of the way, but look at this. Look at this here. Look, to beat Courtois from there, whips it right round the post. Look at that finish. Another round of applause. It's absolutely a magnificent finish. Italian magician. The little Italian magician. What a finish. 2-0. And deservedly so. Italy 2-0. Deservedly so. What a goal. I love seeing stuff like that. This Italian team's good. We thought the energy levels in the last game was a bit low, weren't they? The energy levels. We don't know whether they thought they'd won the competition, reserved. Energy levels are right back up there. Right back up there on the front. Chiellini again. He's another one. Organized. If you're looking around, you've got Chiellini at the side here, you know you're going to get something. Doku, who's got all the pace in the world. That's a penalty. That's a penalty. That is a penalty. That is a penalty. It's a penalty. Seen that straight away for me. If you're going to give soft fouls left, right, and center, then it has to be a penalty. Pace, touch, pushes him. It's a penalty. It's a blatant penalty. Blatant penalty. You know what makes me laugh? Sometimes they get these wrong on VAR. There you go. Push right in the back. He just pushed him in the back. Pushed him in the back. Penalty. This needs to go in. This needs to go in. There you go. There's the push. Definite penalty. Chris, oh my word, great finish. Obviously, oh my word. Oh my word. I love seeing goals like that. It's magnificent, isn't it? Desi subscribed. Love you on Curtis channel. Keep it up. Much love. Really appreciate all the love. It has. If this is not a penalty, I don't know if you've seen the sending off earlier where he tackled him and he got sent off in this Swiss player. That is a blatant push in the back. And they're all around the referee. It's a penalty. It has to be a penalty. If you're going to do the way the sport is, it has to be a penalty. He's pushed him in the back. It's a penalty. 100% definite pen. Like, it shouldn't even be debatable there. He's beating for pace. He's just pushed him in the back. Right, we'll come back to the comments in a minute. Wait there. Here we go. Next, the media journalists in England is poor. The journalists are very fake and two-faced. Up your ass when you're doing well. Turn when you're doing well. Sterling. Yeah. Well, listen, Italy and Spain are even worse. Lukaku has to score here, by the way. He scores 2-1. Game on their hands. We thought there'd be goals. Belgium's defense overall in a long overdue. Yep. They're backing it. What a time to score a goal, by the way. What a time to score a goal. Bang on half time. No, it's a pen, Chris. It's a definite pen. He's nudged. Normally, you would have a shoulder to shoulder. But if you have a look here, it's in slow-mo now. Because he's faster than him, he's gone to lean at his shoulder, but he has to push him in the back. Did you see that? He has to push him in the back. And that's why he's off balance. Straight down the middle. Straight down the middle. Donnarumma, can't believe it, smiling. Straight down the middle. He's seen he's such a baller. We want him to see him in the Prem, but he's one club man and loves Napoli too much. Brilliant finish. Yeah, he probably wouldn't do well in the Prem, Nath. Wouldn't do well in the Prem. He wouldn't get the ball to him. And the pace, when he loses the ball, the pace would be an issue for him to, because it's back and forth, back and forth. In Italy, it's not as quick. It's a lot more technical, but it's not as quick. We wanted him to play in the Prem. Yeah, he wouldn't come. Some players think to themselves, there's no point in coming to the Prem. There's no point. Good off of football. I'm glad that didn't disappoint us. You know, sometimes these games really disappoint, but I didn't think it would. Both teams are going to go for it. Belgium have been second best everywhere, and they've still got a great opportunity in this game. Where are we? 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 Here we are. Desi saying second half should be super interesting. Yeah, excellent. I think both teams have come out of the comfort zone now. They'll straight be in for it. Chris has put it will do the same second half, get a penalty. Any bets? You know, I wouldn't want to bet against that. I would not want to bet against Italy getting a pen. I really wouldn't. I've got to be honest. I just wouldn't want to bet against Italy getting a pen. They get down the sides. They commit players. They'll go for it more. Let's put it this way. There's always a saying when you're in the changing rooms, right? Belgium are not going to be as bad second half. Belgium will not be as bad as that first half, second half. Now, I'm not saying that they were poor, but they were nowhere near as good as Belgium can be. And I think Italy's pressing made them look ordinary. However, they won't be as poor because now they've figured out Italy in a way, what Italy want to do, what they don't want to do. So they'll try and change the game plan a little bit to not be as bad. That's exactly what will happen, in my opinion. Could be all wrong. And my years of playing and being involved in the game could look like absolute nonsense. Good game. Italy deserved to be ahead, in my opinion, though. Really do. Got to be honest. Barella's goal was a great finish. They're just going over that now, aren't they? It was a magnificent finish. Really was a magnificent finish. Just put my phone on charge, people. Sorry about that. See, Tillemans normally can tackle him there, but because he's on a yellow card, he can't tackle him, because if he tackles him, he's going to get a red. So he stays off, but don't take it away from Insigne. What a great technician he is. Could not have put it anywhere else. He could not have put it anywhere. If you Courtois thinking he's not going to beat me from there. Courtois, some like 6'6", is at full stretch. So not only that is he beat him, he's got so much pace on it as well. When he goes in, look, absolutely go mad in Rome. Mad. Great finish. Magnificent finish. Let's have a look. A few people saying the score predictions now. So Chris, what's Chris saying? Italy will do same second half. I would have read that one out. Said 2-1 Italy win, but can't see it staying that way. No, I can't see it staying that way. Can't believe they're debating this penalty, have they? Just proper shoves him in the back. You don't go that sliding that far if you don't get shoved in the back. Here's the shove. There you go, shove him. Oh, bad pen. Pen straight away. Beats him for pace. Great strength. Gets across him as you're told. Shove. Italy have loads of energy. I still think they are the team to beat if you want to win the Euros. Yeah, I would say that. If Belgium beat Italy now, then I think Belgium will have too much for Spain. Physically, Spain will have the ball a lot more than them. Did say I was on the fence. Yeah, well, hey, listen, the game is still on the fence at the minute. Smash the like and subscribe and share, people. Thanks for the support. That's what we like. Hit the like and share as well. The more we share, the more we can just keep building and building. It's great. A lot of people come in and say to me, why have you not got a lot more subscribers and followers in that? And I'm like, organic. Don't worry about that. Organic. Quality always shines through. That's for sure. If you go and put the content in, you got the right cameras, you take your time and you give the right knowledge, it always shines through. I see some YouTube channels, this has been going a long time, don't get me wrong, 50, 100,000 subscribers, don't know what they're talking about, literally don't know what they're talking about. And I think surely people don't watch it, and then they look and they get 30,000 views. I'm like, wow. But they've been on it a long time. They're probably one of the first ones around talking absolute, I can't say the word, but you know what, BS. But fair play to them. Fair play to them. This is one with Kevin De Bruyne. This is a decent opportunity, but Lukaku looks like he's going to fall over on this one. Look at this. Oh, I'm going to fall over. Look, it looks like he's going to fall over, and I think that's why he don't get a lot of pace on it. If he sets up to do that without kind of improvising and doing a half-hearted left footy, then that could end up in the back of the net. But it's got to be one hell of a finish to beat him from there. But this goal is very unfortunate. And looking at the replay now, it bounces and it hits someone's thigh, then hits Bonucci in the stomach. And I think that's why. So he's offside. It hits someone, that thigh there, hits his thigh there, hits his stomach and goes in. Slow builders make stuff that lasts. Same with YouTube channels. Of course, like we know, compound effect, heart and soul into it, knowledge, all things. Quick things don't last. We know that. Quick things never last. Quick money, quick. Yeah. I was going to say something else then. I'll leave that to the women to say. Just going over the penalties from Busquets, really. So, I mean, what are your thoughts, people? I think it's a decent first half. I've got to admit, I do think it's a good first half. Both teams looking to win the game. Both teams with energy. Italy, for me, have been the better first half and deserved probably a 2-0 lead. I'm not sure Belgium probably deserved to get that penalty in the end. I don't think they've been as good going forward. They really haven't. But, I think Italy will score more goals, but I also think Belgium will have a little bit of a lift of scoring just before half time. I think that is vital, absolute vital. Chris has put, think you might get a slap from the miss. Yeah, we'll keep that there. We'll keep it in the chat, lads. You know what stays in the chat? Happens in the chat, stays in the chat. Right, just going to nip to the toilet. Not going nowhere. 2 minutes. And I'm back, people. I'm back. What they're saying on what's old Shearer, Klinsmann, and Micah Richards. I like Micah Richards. I've got to admit. I think he's done well in his punditry. He laughs a bit too much. He's laughing now. Sometimes they're a little bit too loud, but that's his character. I quite like him. He's a breath of fresh air at times, compared to some of them who are really, really conservative and boring and sit on the fence. Yeah, Klinsmann's speaking now. What else is going on in the football world then, people, while waiting? What about this Sancho one? What do you think about this Sancho deal? Daka and Samari, I think it's Samari for Leicester. I don't know how you pronounce his name, actually. They've made two good signings there. Who else is on the move? Oh, we're big hitters, really, are they, at the minute? I think you'll start to see some big hitters move once the Euros finish, to be honest. Peter Crouch, look at the size of him. Chris has put, here's the thing. How many former central defenders have got a YouTube channel? Just thinking, all those defensive headers, a big foggy in the head for making a good presenter. Hey, listen. I think ex-footballers now are starting to realize that there is a lot of, you know, in a way, there's demand for punditry, there's demand for media work, but not all of them are good. You know, not all of them are good. They don't really feel comfortable in front of a camera. They don't really feel comfortable presenting. So, you know, I think a lot of people should go for it. There's not many. Someone said to me, Fran, you should do it because there isn't many. You know, you played a lot of games, been in the game a long, long time. You know, it's worth starting a channel because you give a different insight to the average, you know, the fan or the average person, because you've been on both sides. So I think more people should do it. Got to be honest, Chris. Got to be honest. But whether they will or not, they're too busy doing whatever, and also people are not comfortable doing it. That's why Shearer went in, didn't he? He said he didn't want to be. He just said he's not going to be a manager, basically, because of all the pressure or whatever, I think. Which I find surprising, but also I get it. It kind of kills your legacy in a way, don't it? You know, you see these managers, these players, they go and get a manager's job and then it just completely kills them. Which is crazy, really. But I also get it. I also do get it. I've got to admit, I also do get it. Because you're putting pressure on yourself when you don't need to. You got to love it. You got to like proper love it, haven't you? I think you got to proper love it. But as we've seen, so many managers try it and it just don't work out for them. Just don't work out for them at all. It was the head impacts I was hinting at, like Rocky Marciano doing one. Yeah. I think it does cause damage as well. Over years and years and years, they've had shows on obviously dementia, things like that. And the centre-offs back in from the olden days where the balls, the levers were different, wasn't really looked at. They've really suffered from it. So you think how many times you had a ball at your football career? Thousands. You know, thousands, especially centre-offs. Thousands. Probably had it 20 to 30 times a day. Tony C, what do you about Ian Wright saying, what do I think about Ian Wright saying Arsenal would be mad to sell Xhaka? Listen, is Xhaka a poor player? No. Is he a great player? No. Is he better international? Yes. The reason is it's slower. Premier League, if Xhaka was in a good team in the Premier League, then Xhaka would do well. But he's having to carry that Arsenal team. And people are asking him to carry the Arsenal team. And he's not that type of player. He's always lunging into tackles because he's not quick. International football suits him perfectly. So, you know, for me, Wright is probably just saying that because, I don't know. That's his opinion, which is fair enough. He may see something different, but there's not many people, I think, who would agree with him. Chris, but that's why Lineker does it. Never headed a ball in his life. No, never. I didn't like heading. Hated heading. Hated it. Actually came to the point where I hardly ever headed the ball. Flick-ons, whatever. As I got older, I said, no. Remember Robert Posh in the 90s, never lost a header, jumped ever. Yeah, some centre-halves. Well, they made a living out of just heading. Some people just liked heading. I mean, Guy Branston couldn't kick a ball. Loved heading. Like you wouldn't believe. If he could put his head on his foot, he would have put his head on his foot. Honestly, I'm not joking. I'm not joking. He would have put his head on his foot. Right, we're back underway anytime soon, people. Anytime soon, we're back underway. I think it's going to be a great half of football now. Really is going to be a good half of football. First half was good. I liked it. Gotta admit, I liked it. Here we go. Belgium have got to go on the front foot, and the back three have got to push Tielemans and Witsel up, and Witsel's got to push up, because what's happening is when it breaks down from Lukaku, which it will quite a lot, as we know, Insigne's in a little bit behind Chiesa. A little bit behind. What's happening? Ball goes up. If Lukaku's touch is rascal, which a lot of the time it is, it breaks down. Kevin De Bruyne then turns around, and the gap between him, Tielemans, and Witsel is 10, 15, 20 yards. Whereas Italy will then pick it up, and then they're on the front foot. Immobile has not really been in the game at all. They've done a job on Immobile at the minute. Excuse me. They've done a job on Immobile at the moment. Oof, we're going mad. They're asking the ref, why are we not getting any free kicks here? What is going on? De Bruyne can't believe it. This match is in Germany. Commentator after England match said England quarterfinal was in Rome. Italy were at Wembley. Yeah, we are in Rome, and the next game, Italy at Wembley. Are the semi-finals and the final at Wembley? I heard that, which is no wonder everyone's having uproar about England having home advantage. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. And then they'll say, like the other day, they only allow 40,000 fans in, and they're all English. I'm not sure it's a free kick, Kevin De Bruyne. You're better than that. You don't really need to go down there. I just brush it off, you know? You're better than that, son. It's going to get tasty, this game. I'm telling you. As in, like, a couple might have it. Do you know what I mean? Show a bit of, which we don't really see that in football often now. A little bit of someone in your face when someone's on the line. Oh, why doesn't he shoot there? You see, Jorginho's got a hit. He's got to shoot there, hasn't he? 1-2. Oof. Could have gone down. You know what? Fair play to him. He stayed on his feet. Because if he goes down there, it's a pen. If he goes down there, it's a pen, innit? Corner from Italy now. Is it going to be near stick? A little clip. They can't believe it. Again, they can't believe they've gone short this time. Insigne edge of the box. Jorginho's not going to shoot. Oh, great feet. Brings it away. Little clip back stick. A little bit too short. Verratti ain't win you an header, is he? 40,000 outside, 250,000 inside, outside. Excuse me, it's got to sneeze. Excuse me. Yeah, both semi-final and finals at Wembley. Crazy that is. Good time to go to a pub landlord in London if you get to the semis. Yeah, good time. I mean, they've had so much bad luck, haven't they, with COVID, with everything that's going on. So they really need to make some money. So hopefully, you know, the pubs will be. I don't think you're going to stop them from being rammed. I don't think no one's going to social distance. I can tell you that. Box Park, they social distance, and it's absolute bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. There's more goals in this. Definitely more goals in this. I'd be very surprised if there isn't. Belgium moving the ball around a little bit. Kevin De Bruyne is going to skip in. Nah, skips out. It's a good idea. He's tried to clip it around the corner. They need to get Doku in the game more. He's the one who's caused problems. He's the one who's got the penalty. Feed him the ball. Let him go one-on-one with a fullback every time, you know? Let him cause problems. He's very raw. He's very quick. He's very strong. Just give him the ball. That's why he's on the pitch. He's not on the pitch to be doing anything fancy. He's on the pitch to attack the fullback. Try and put Italy on the back foot. Passing the ball around really well, a little bit scrappy there. Belgium's turn to have a little bit. What I like about Italy's play as well, as soon as they lose the ball, they've got that 5-second rule where they get the ball back. I think Barcelona started it, Pep. You know, the 5-second rule. And there's Lukaku. God. Lukaku's first touch. Is that corner? No, it's not a corner. Kevin De Bruyne can't believe it. A lot of decisions at the moment are not really going Belgium's way. Let's have a look here. There you go. I think he's just clipped his belly, you know. Tony's put his Box Park a pub. No, it's like a big, massive sports bar at Wembley. It's like a big, massive place. And in the middle, there's loads of tables with a huge screen. Then you can go up the stairs. There's tables and upstairs. It's really good to watch football. Atmosphere is mad. And then everyone outside. I mean, it'll be rammed tomorrow. Absolutely rammed. You have to book in advance. Probably already full. But the semi-final, you probably have to book now. Italy playing out. Decent play. First time, I think it's Immobile has managed to get half a yard. Ball comes in. Ooh, just slaps it across the 18-yard box. It's the first time I really mentioned Immobile, innit? I hope they put the screen on in Cathedral Square. It would be amazing. I think so. They showed it on YouTube. Yeah, it would be amazing. I mean, if they get to the final, I don't know what they've got planned for the final, but the final could be crazy. Absolutely crazy. Belgium need to go for this. They need to go for this. Italy defending really well, though. I've just seen, obviously, Doku trying to get in behind, and the line's really, really good. If you look at the way they're set up, that's what's really good about the Italians as well. They're set up ever so well. Just like a blanket, you know, wherever the ball moves, they don't really come out the holes. They'll press, but then also they have the energy that when they get the ball, rather than just sitting in and then having no hope, when they get the ball, they then look to, you know, bomb on. I skinned him. You just got to keep giving Doku the ball. He's absolutely skinning him. Belgium really need to get going. They've had a decent little part of the ball the last 5 minutes. Decent little part of the ball, which you're going to have. You're going to have spells in football. It's always like waves of momentum, everything. You know, the other team has the ball for a lot of the time or creates more chances. They have to score. You then get your opportunity. Your opportunity might only be 10 minutes. Your opportunity might only be one chance in the game. But that one chance could level things up. That one chance could win the game. You're working in a game to create a chance to win that game. And if you get one, you score, that could be the chance that wins the game. So that's all these teams will be doing, trying to work each other out, trying to pull each other out, not overthinking now. Now, Belgium are really, really high at the minute. They don't want the Italians to play out. I think it's very simple. If you don't want a team to play out, you just press right on them and you go man for man. So then the goalkeeper has to kick it, you know? Belgium in control at the moment. Belgium in control. Roll out the Michael Caine movie, The Italian Job. What a film. What a film. Classic film. Witsel with the ball now. I think the Belgians have given were given the hairdryer treatment at half time. I can't imagine Martinez would give him that. I don't think he's got it in his locker. It's a decent clip in. Oof. You know what? He's dug it out somewhere. And then Lorenzo, who's having a little bit of a torrid time at the moment against Doku or Doku, I think it is, who I'll just keep giving him the ball. Just keep giving Doku the ball for me. Short, one-on-one. Got great feet as well. Tillemans into De Bruyne. Work something. Go on then. Oh, wow. He's just absolutely left. He's the main threat at the moment. Got to keep giving the ball to him. They're petrified of him. Petrified of pace. I don't know what Verratti's doing. Good positioning from Donnarumma. You know what he's like. Italy have got to be very careful. Belgium have got to keep pressing high. Belgium have got to take the risk. If they get done over the top, which I don't think they will, because Italians, they're not lightning. It could be a free kick here. That's a corner. Corner to the Italians. Think about, yeah, just read that one already. We will take him instead of the Sheffield United keeper. Chris is saying at Arsenal. Yeah, just a little bit. To be fair, Ramsdale, I don't think he's that bad. It just depends on what they want from him, isn't it, really? Keeper's always a strange one. Keeper's only really as good as the team, the defenders in front of him at times. Decent balling, but it's gone out. It's missed everyone, and it's gone out. Throwing to Italy, I think it's going to be, maybe it's got a little touch off the Belgian player. Moving the ball in the box, 18-yard box, Jorginho. Ooh. Looking for a penalty, he was. Looking for a penalty. Tried to get out. Doku. Here he goes. Free kick. I just keep giving the... Don't think he's got it. Oh, if he's won the ball, then obviously it's not a free kick, but... Oh, is that... Nah, he's done the old chestnut. Jamie Vardy, leave him your leg behind. Well done, referee. Well, I don't even think he don't even touch the ball there. So it's a free kick if not. Surely it's a free kick if not, no? I don't know. Anyway, move on. Belgium have got a score in their spell. You know, I always talk about spells in football. Mobley. See, the thing is with Mobley, he's not really been in this game, but if he gets half a chance, he's not bad. He's not bad at all. Keep screaming at the TV. Keep Martinez. Nobody listened. Oh, is he in? Woo! Oh, he's got to be offside. I like Martinez. I think he's decent. Everyone's raving about him now at Villa. I think he's decent. See, the thing is, I think he's too good to be a number 2. So in a way, the club kind of did the right thing by allowing his wishes to happen because he wants to play first team football, but also on the wrong thing, misjudged how good he is because he's better than Leno, and they should have seen that he was better than Leno, in my opinion. They might not think he is better than Leno, which is fair play, fair enough. If you don't, then fair enough. I respect that, but the game is about opinions. But Leno is clearly Martinez has clearly shown that he's better than Leno this season. Maybe he wasn't at the time. Maybe he wasn't showing what he was capable of at the time, which is fair enough. Like you say, we can't always agree, can't always get it right. I feel a goal's coming, by the way. I feel a goal is coming. What's going on here? I feel a goal is coming. People. Oh, panic stations from Courtois. He looked like he didn't want the ball. Lukaku's not had a sniff, has he? Not a sniff. Not a sniff. Well, I've paused. My thing's paused. Keeping his heart, Martinez has heart. Pickford has when he plays for England. Yeah, he's good when he plays for England. He's a great shot. Oh, they're in. De Bruyne, this is his moment. Puts it across. Lukaku has missed from a yard. And when I say to people, Lukaku is not world class, people say, well, he could be. There you go. He's just missed from a yard. Good defending in the end. All right. Good defending in the end. However, he has to score. And not only that, he misses the rebound. Wow. Wow. I can't believe De Bruyne is not shot. Why is De Bruyne not shot, anyone? Well, you're not going to know, are you? Oh, my Lord. They're in here. If he looks around the corner, he puts him in. Could be just offside. Gotta be. Gotta be just offside. Right, he's got to be careful there. Just tried to pull Tillemans back. Insigne. Oh, third touch was too far in front of him. Game's opening up now. We've got half an hour, I think, of good football coming up. Exciting football. Both teams are going to go for it. Can't believe it. Is he a little bit off balance? Let's have a look. He's stretching. Oh, it's horrible. Horrible. Honestly, it's horrible from Lukaku. Horrible. Miss from 1 inch. It's like Alexander Hleb all over again. Oh, God, don't remind us about that one. Can you please explain how bad Saliba must be in training for all this to be happening? I'm so lost, fam. Oh, nearly Italy got him behind. All right, thanks for popping in. Really do appreciate it. Listen, sometimes you sign for a club and for whatever reason, the manager and you don't click. And then if one of them don't want to ease off or don't want to sit down or just don't like each other's persona, then it don't work. And then they don't want to give you an opportunity. You could be good enough, by far good enough, but it's all about giving opportunities. And for me, Arteta, don't rate him, don't trust him, don't fancy him. If he plays and plays well, then Arteta will say, "I was just waiting," or some stuff like that. But for me, it's obvious what's going on there. Lukaku has to score. Horrible. Everything about his attempt was horrible. Ooh. Kevin De Bruyne, I can't believe it. He holds his head every 10 minutes. He's like, what do you want us to do? Let's have a look. Doesn't he win the ball there? Doesn't he just touch the ball there? How can that then be a foul? If he's not touched the ball, fair enough. But if he's touched the ball, how can it not be a foul? How can it be a foul? I'm baffled half the time, you know. Honestly, I'm baffled. It's like we've never played the game before. It really is. Handball? No? I don't know. It looked like it at the beginning. At the time. De Bruyne, half a yard. Oh, they've got back in. Italians are so good at getting back in, you know, when they lose the ball. So good. So good at getting back in. Fantastic. Switch the play. What we got? 64 on the clock, people. 64 on the clock. Are they going to run out of time? Are they going to run out of time? Or are they going to leave a hole open for the Italians to just use their crazy energy? And oh my God. And that was an opportunity. Look how far forward he is. Spinazzola gets forward so much. And what a ball. Over the top of Vermaelen. And all he's got to do, it's not an easy skill. He's coming from behind him. He's got to wrap his foot around it on the off volley. But this is international level. This is top level. He's got to be at least hitting the target there. At least hitting the target. Great ball. Great run. Great ball and great run. Well, right said, but how does Arteta know that he's not good enough if he doesn't even give him a chance? Disgraceful man management, in my opinion. Yeah, it's terrible. Arteta's man management for me is one of the worst that I've seen. Worst I've seen in interviews. He doesn't take responsibility. When he does take responsibility, it's just like an easy, oh yeah, it was my fault, got it wrong. Doesn't really explain why he gets it wrong or anything like that. It baffles me. His arrogance is unprecedented. Chris, Italy on top, better shape. Yeah. Belgium had the spell. Now Italians are back on top for sure. Italy pressure. That's Mancini. Yeah, excellent. Jahaya, thanks ever so much for popping in. Really do appreciate it. Italian being consistent and focused. Yeah, they're being very good. Very good. You know, a lot said, would they come out of burnout of energy? These are athletes. You know, these are athletes. People would say, oh, you know, would they run out of energy? No, they won't. These are athletes, conditioned now. It's not the days where you go to a pub, you know, and have a pie and all that after. These are athletes. You know, you never see anyone who's really overweight. You know, you used to see footballers who were overweight. You never really see anyone overweight now. They're athletes now. The game's changed. They have to be at tip-top condition to play at a good level anyway, which means their engines are on, you know, their engines are prestige. They can play for ages. Oh, he's got it all wrong. He's got it all wrong. And it falls to De Bruyne, who skips past one, skips past two, overruns it, and I think it's Spinazzola again, who's got in a good position to nick it off him. Here we go again. Insigne gets the ball, settled down a little bit. Good game of football. Very good game of football. Good quality on both teams, except for Lukaku. But he feels it in the morning, missing that. Yeah. Tell you that. Next day. Whew. Insigne into Immobile. Always going to run around Immobile. You know you're going to get out of him, 100%. Always going to try and look in behind. Always trying to unrest defenders. Always. And again, energy levels. Insigne tries to whip it again. Easy save for Courtois this time. He can't get it as wide. And obviously Courtois is away. Doku. See, I don't think that's a free kick in football, but that's my opinion. Goes again for the whip. He's ready for it this time. He's not stupid, is he? It is wider, but he's half ready for it. Could have gave him the eyes, gone the other way. Tielemans is off, so they got to go for it. Martins is on, and no, I thought Doku was off. No, you can't take him off. He's been a threat, to be fair. I don't know who's off for Chadley. Tielemans is off, but he must understand that he's not always attacking. He's not going to get always bursting forward. They need some other pace. Who's off for Nasser Chadley? Can't really see it. Oh, Mounier's off. They need some legs. They need to get in behind, don't they? They need to get down the sides or in behind. You ever missed a bicycle kick in the 6-yard box? Nah. Sorry, Chris. No. I tell you what, let me have a think. Maybe, I don't know if it's but 6 yards. 6 yards is hard for an overhead kick because you got to get your foot over it. Oh, drew it across. Chadley. Oh my God, it's just missed Lukaku by an inch. You see, when incidents happen like that, right? When incidents happen like that, where it's harder to miss than score, I always believe that there's a huge look on your side. You know, when Muller went through the other night, and I was saying, for me, when things like happen in football, been in the game for so long, these little things win games and lose games. And I said it the other night when Muller went through and couldn't find the corner, Muller, I said straight away, don't worry, no one, we've won this game. We've won this game, we're going through. And these things like this, where it misses Lukaku's head by, you know what, look at the replay, I think he should score. I think he should score. I think he just misses it. Curtis saying he could get you on at full time. Would be lit Friday night entertainment. All right, I'll message him. Let me message him now. Put in his chat. Roll right. Say you're in you're watching us both, and then get on his. I'll get in his channel. I'll message him now. Put it in his chat. Say you want me on. By the way, if you've not already subscribed to Curtis's channel, Curtis Shaw TV, a lot of you have. Good friend of mine. He got like 28K now. Very, very good. Loves his football. Loves Arsenal as well. I've messaged him. Thanks for that. He said he'd be down. Yeah, Curtis is a gooner. Yeah. Curtis is a gooner, Chris. He's a good lad. Very good lad. Played a little bit. Played mostly non-league. But good lad. I already asked him in the chat. I've just messaged him now. Like, so, yeah, he's a gooner. He's good. He's on AFTV quite a bit as well. And obviously tries not to get on there too much because sometimes they don't agree with certain things or whatever. But, you know, AFTV does its thing. He said he'd be down if you were still on after. Yeah. We'll tell him I've messaged him. We'll pop over on that channel after. So we'll go from this channel. We'll go over to that channel. So I think Lukaku should score, you know. Do you think Lukaku should score? I'm looking at it now. I'm thinking, has he got it? Just not got a connection, has he? Let's have a look there now. Oh, maybe it's just, yeah. In slow-mo. Oh, Chadley's had a mare. Here's Thierry Henry. I think it's just looped over him rather than across him, you know? I think that's the problem. It's looped over him. Yeah, I did hear that. better known as Curtis History Channel settings at the moment. Yeah, he's got all the legends in the background. I think Nasser Chadley had to come off. Yeah, and Prayat is on. How's that for look? Nasser Chadley's just come on. Don't want to be the one to say it, but Lukaku is bare overrated. Oh, massively overrated for me. Massively overrated. When people talk about Man City, no way. It breaks down every time it goes into Man City. Grant was saying, did you know Tony Cruz retired from Belgium? Yeah, his last tournament. What a player. What a player, Tony Cruz, eh? Graceful. Immobile is now coming off. He's ran himself into the ground, bless him. Ran himself into the ground. So he's coming off now. Belgium needs something. I need something quick because it looks like Italy more than likely will get another goal. Could be in behind here if this stays in. Only no one in the box. Chiesa, we know, will come in. He will try and come in. He will use his left if needed. Oof, overcooked it a little bit. Great feet, double touch around the player. Love seeing that. Love seeing a double touch. Kevin De Bruyne has just not been in it, and I fancied them, but they've done a job on De Bruyne. Italy have. They've done a job. And I wouldn't say they've kept him quiet. They've kept the whole team quiet so they can't supply. Oh, if he stitched them up there, decent play. It's a great tackle in the end. Good old-fashioned tackle from behind. I'm surprised the ref didn't. There's Lukaku. Puts it out wide. Oh! Yeah, Lukaku's like that big centre forward that you just play and you say, go and barge through people. Go and smash people. He's one of them, isn't he? I don't think they've got anyone better, though, to be honest, who plays the way that Belgium want to play. Great beard from the Belgian fella. Look at that beard. Where are we? Chris is saying Italy need to score another because I think Belgium might score. Yeah, it's tight. You know, next goal, they always say next goal's vital. Well, it is because if Italy get it, game's over. And if Belgium get it, then game on. Game on. Oh, off we go. Oh, good idea. Oh, no, he's gone. He's gone now. Oh, that's a huge blow. He is outstanding for Italy. What's with the hamstrings, boy? That could be for that. Yeah, it's gone. He's saying it's gone. Hamstring's gone. Hamstring's gone. To be fair, he slipped and then it's gone. So a few hamstrings. That's obviously down to maybe being tired, long season. But yeah, Ami's gone. He's out of the tournament. If it's his Ami, he's out. You ain't recovering from an hamstring. Calf or hamstring, you're gone, mate. He's a very, very important player for them. Robert didn't fear playing United at all when he was there. Fella couldn't hit a barn door in the Premier League. That's, he's one of those. He needs 5 chances to score a goal. And he couldn't trap a bag of cement. And sometimes he can't finish his dinner. So you think he has those days where all 3 of them happen and you've got a conference. I wouldn't even say League 2 because it's being disrespectful. You've got a conference centre forward. When he's not a song, you've got a conference. So he's either really good or he's absolutely woeful. Woeful. Not that impressive in Immobile. Good player, but not great. Yeah, he's just a good work. He works a lot. He works so hard. And again, he needs 3 opportunities. Marked him out the game. They will do the same to Kane in the final. Southgate needs to be aware of that. Kane needs to be a sharer and back into defenders win free kicks all day long. Kane does not need to be coming feet. Kane needs to stay in and around that box in between the sticks and everyone else do the job and create chances for him. Very simple. However, yeah, he's out. I think he's crying because which means if they get to the semis and the final, he's out. And he's a very, very, very important player for them. He's crying. People work all their life for this opportunity. All their life. all their life from a kid. These are what you dream of: the training every day, the kicking the ball, the playing in the rain, the eating right, the not hanging around with your friends, you know, the not going out in your teens, and all these things. He's like he's slipped, and then something's gone. Yeah, oof, he's gone straight to old. You always know in his army. It's the worst pain ever. All these things you sacrifice to make it for these moments in your life, and then the end like that. It's crazy, but you know, it's life. With the good comes the bad. With the rough comes the smooth. Couldn't trap a bag of cement. Yeah, my granddad used to say it. God bless him. My granddad, a war veteran, died many years ago. He was old school. He was very hard as nails, and he used to say, couldn't trap a bag of cement, couldn't hit a barn door, was an old one, couldn't cross the road, couldn't finish your dinner. All these ones, they're just classics, absolute classics. Absolute classics. Big blow. Big blow for him. Big blow. Not nice to see. It's not nice to see. But people get injured. Hazard's out of this game because he did his hamstring. You know? 10 minutes. We're going to have probably about 5 minutes overtime, let's be honest, maybe 6. They got to get the ball forward to Lukaku. But what they're doing is that if you have a look at the Italians' line, they don't come too high and they don't go too deep. Okay, so because they know that they're vulnerable to the pace over the top. They know that they're vulnerable to the pace over the top. But look, so they're not too high. They come up a little bit. If the ball goes back 10 yards, they'll squeeze 10 yards. Get you moving. If the ball drops 10 yards, they'll drop 10 yards. It's great defending, but yeah, bless. Not good. Not good for him. He's out. He's so unlucky. He lost his footing, and it looks like it's all over for him. Yeah, lost his footing, and then maybe he overcompensated to keep his balance, and then the muscle, the hamstring, went on the other leg. That's what it seems. Different in Merce and Tony Adams' time. Few pints, Indian meals, still won the game. Yeah. One, you didn't have to be as fit. You didn't have to run around as much. The tempo was a lot slower. Weight was probably a big plus over then because it was a lot more physical. Now you can't really carry any excess weight. The game's a lot quicker. Everyone else is on the same playing field a lot of the time with physique. You know, so big difference. Big difference. Possession-wise, been very close, to be fair. 58 and 42 to Italy. Attempts 14-8 on target. Belgium have had more on target. Oof. Is it what? Ooh. You know, sometimes you think you can't win the ball. You know what I mean? Sometimes you think you can't win the ball. Oh, look, does he win the ball here? No, he don't. So take that back. He don't win the ball. Belgium's are saying time wasting. He's time wasting. The good old time wasting. Belgium needs, you know what? Belgium don't even look like scoring. You know, when you're looking at a team and they're chasing the win, they're chasing a goal. Belgium don't even look like they're going to score. That's the only thing with me. They've got Kevin De Bruyne, who could just pull something out the back. But where he is now, he don't want the ball there, does he? You know, he don't want the ball there. He's chasing. Lukaku what Lukaku does is what Southgate should do to Kane in his positions. They basically say to Lukaku, oh, he's done well there. He's done a great header. Witsel needs to just whip it in. Have a touch, lift it. No. Now the Italians are all back in to break the Italians down, mate. It's like breaking that sweetheart down. Like you can never do. You got no chance, mate. Doku looks absolutely rapid, but he's giving me that Theo Walcott vibe with his final product. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely just absolutely rapid. Obviously stronger. Munzy's in the chat. Where you been, mate? Oh, you've been working, haven't you? Yeah. Evening, mate. Could you shout out to the Man United? Any Man United fans, go and check out Man United Agenda and Red United TV. Doku's on the edge of the box. Oof. And there you go. Theo Wilcock, all in one piece of play. Skips past three people. Got a chance. Misses it. Skies it. Oh, see ya. Great skill. Bosh. Right, at least he will score against Tottenham and then piss the spuds off on the stretcher. Yeah, that was funny. Bruno is better than De Bruyne. We're going to ignore that comment. Any spam in the chat, I'll get rid of it. Right. Laugh at that. He goes down Arsenal legend just doing that. Yeah, honestly, mate. Being a legend, just doing that. Here we go. Another deluded Man United fan. Hey, there you go. I've been busy on Man United agenda, mate. Laugh out loud. You can stay on there with them comments, them spam comments. Not long, people. 6 minutes. 6 minutes. Like I say, once we're done, we're probably going to wrap straight over. I'm going to head over to, obviously, Curtis's channel. I'm just waiting for him to get back to me. So nip over there as well. Curtis Shaw TV, if you pop in. Make sure you drop a comment as well if you do pop in. If not, I know it's late. You've got things to do. The wives, the girlfriends, or the boyfriends, whatever it may be, might be wanting your attention because we know football is on all the time. They need something. You know what? Doku for me has been the only threat. De Bruyne has been a threat, but they've not got the ball in the right places. They've not got the ball in the right places for De Bruyne. He's going looking for the ball in the wrong areas. He doesn't really need to be looking the ball there, but they've not had the ball. They've not gave him the ball. That's down to, for me, the way that Italy have played. If you look at the condensed space, look at De Bruyne now. If he gets the ball, all of a sudden, what? You have a look. You go in there, tight. That's what it's been like all game. They're not quite bothered about the other players. Let Witsel have the ball, you know? He'll keep it moving. Let other players have the ball, but don't let Kevin De Bruyne have the ball. And that's a simple instruction. That's a simple instruction. They've looked into box. Decent defending again. Oh, that's good defending. Good. Oof. Doku's got some here. Here he goes. Oh, oof. He's nearly done it again. I just keep giving the ball. It took him that long to just keep giving the ball. I just gave him the ball and smashed him down as well. I just gave Doku the ball all game, and they haven't done that. Wish mine wanted my attention. That was years ago, mate. Hey, you got to keep going, son. You got to keep going. Such a shame Bruno didn't play for Portugal this tournament. They really missed him not being there. I'm not commenting anything to do with any spam, any Bruno. It would have been nice for Bruno to obviously turn up though this tournament. It really would have. Into the last 5 minutes, everyone. I think we're going to have a little bit of stoppage time. Belgium are going to get another opportunity. Will Italy free kick? Will Italy obviously get another opportunity because Belgium are going to have to, bomb everything forward, come out of the holes. We will see. Normally that happens on the counter, but Belgium need to do everything. They need to get everything going on. They need to get the ball up. Bombing it forward is just playing into the Italians' hands. They've done that for centuries. They've just waited for the ball to be put on their head for centuries, the Italians. They're quite happy for that. They're what about Lukaku? They just don't want any clever play. But look how they're organized. They're going to be organized. And they've been this organized the whole tournament, by the way. This is not a one-off from Italy, as you know. There's Lukaku, again, bounce off him, trampoline body. It reminds me of, I said it in the last game. You know those things that you put your kids in? Those big see-through inflatable balls. And sometimes they're on water or you can roll down hills in it. He looks like he's got one of them on him. That's what he looks like when the ball goes near him. And then, look, he's had a decent touch, nearly lost it again. That's what it looks like every time. Unreal. Unreal. We was always taught if you ain't got a first touch, you're never going to make it as a footballer. Some people are just blessed with the right pathway, should I say. The right pathway. Ooh, could have been a free kick, that. They need to go forward. Clipped it in. Good header. Kevin De Bruyne. Ooh, free kick. Free kick in a dangerous area of the pitch. Dangerous. It's going to be an hard job to try and be, obviously, you know who from there, but dangerous. Very, very dangerous. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Has he dived? No, he's just kicked him just before he's kicked him. You can see it. Have a look. See that? He's just, see, Witzel's just using his arm. And yeah, it catches him. But where else do you want him to put his arm? So I don't get. Where else are you going to put your arm? Excuse me, sorry. Excuse me. He's got to score. He's got to score, people. He's got to score. Oh, he's about 3 yards away. The player's about 3 yards away when he's kicked the ball. Yeah, rightly so. Well, he's like, what do you want me to do? I'm like, well, mate, you know, we've all been there and tried to deny that they've got it wrong, but he's literally, look, he's like 4 yards away. It's coming further out now. Don't mean that one. I mean the 1 2 minutes before. Oh, and that one as well. They've got to score here. It's, you know, without stating the obvious. But if they don't, it's game over. I'm telling you, it's game over. Chiesa, top player, top engine. Use both feet, up and down. Excellent game. Italy, to be fair, for me, Italy do deserve to win this game. For me, they've been the better team. Organised, pace, honesty, togetherness, disciplined, hunger. Everything in this performance. Every single thing. Doesn't shoot this time, clips it in. Donnarumma comes out. It's not a free kick. And the refs gave the free kick, but I don't see why that's a free kick. Let's have a look in slow-mo. I know you can't touch the goalkeepers, but if the goalkeeper comes running out, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let me have a look. Goalkeeper comes running out, never going to get it, right? Witzel jumps up for an header. Goalkeeper comes running out and gets a free kick. Gets it all wrong, gets a free kick. Anyone explain why that's a free kick? No idea why that's a free kick. He comes running out, gets it all wrong, runs into the player, and he gets the free kick. I don't get it. It's not common sense. He's injured himself. Too enthusiastic coming out. Great goalkeeper, but he's a little bit naive. Lukaku, look at him. Look into the heavens. God's not going to make you have a good first touch. Only you are, son. Honestly. Look into the heavens like someone else is going to sort his touch out. Honestly. Italy have been so much better than they played against Austria. Yeah, Austria was quite tricky. I thought, one, they underestimated Austria, and two, Austria made it very hard to break them down. I think Belgium are not that type of team. Look, how is that a free kick? He's just not been able to catch the ball and got it wrong because of his naivety. Touch like the bouncy castle. Told you, mate. You just call it trampolines. Trampolines, mate. Terrible, terrible first touch of a football. Got 3 minutes left. Well, they stopped that 2 in it, so we've probably got about 4 or 5 minutes left, to be honest. As we know, it only takes a second to score a goal. Only takes a second. Free kick. Oh, it's gone the other way. Belgium can't believe it. It's gone the other way. You know, this is why players act. This is why players act. This is why players throw their hands up in the air. Because they know the referees are going to give the free kick. Now, if referees were smarter, they'd know that the players wouldn't do it. You know? Crazy. Crazy. Like, how is that a free kick? Doku's the one. Anyway, forget that. We're not going to spend half our time talking about how. We're never going to know, are we? Because we're not the referee. Chris saying Italy are competition winners. They know how to waste time. Yeah, listen, they are the best team here at the minute by far for me. They are the best team. Huge win. First test. Belgium don't deserve to win. Italy were by far the best team. Tactically, Mancini's got it perfect. Also, to me, he's got every player wants to play, which sounds weird. The togetherness seems to be so strong, you know? I don't know what it is when you watch them, when you watch a team. Oof, free kick. Free kick. If refs were ex-footballers rather than ex-Liberians, we would have a fair game. But life is like, yeah, well, one, footballers won't go into it. One, it takes too long, all the hours you have to do. And second of all, you have to start at the bottom. So you get so much abuse. So you can imagine like ex-footballers having to ref, you know, dog and duck. And he's getting abuse and, you know, that. And unfortunately, that's the path. So that's why they don't do it. That's why they don't do it. Because it would just change the game completely. The game would be proper. Because I think there's two different games going on. I think the way the ref wants to play the game and the way footballers play the game are two different things. And that's why there's so much confusion around the game. It used to be so simple. Game used to be so simple. I think it's all over, people. I think that it's all over. All over. Which has got a chance. We may have a minute or two left because Doku, I can't believe they've not got the ball out to him sooner this game. He's the only one who looks like a threat. What's he doing? Oh, he's got to drill it. Lift it. Lifts it. Terrible lift. Terrible lift. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. Courtois up. Imagine he scores. Goalkeepers. It's all over. There you go. It's going. Oof. Is it? Yeah. It's all over. Semi-finals for Italy against Spain. Wow. Yeah, I can see him beating Spain. Yeah, I can see Italy beating Spain. To be fair, I can't see no one beating them. I thought this would be a test, you know, where it would be. Italians too professional. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I've got to admit, absolutely unbelievable. Magnificent. Magnificent. Fair play to them. The way that they played this game, for me, by far the better team. Managed the game perfectly. Energy in the right areas. Togetherness. I think they will beat Spain. I think they will beat Spain. They outclassed Belgium. They outclassed Belgium today. They really did. Right then, people, I'm going to try and get on Curtis's. Just waiting for the reply, but I'm going to try and get over on Curtis's. I love the support. I love the interaction. I love the questions. We'll see what we're going to do tomorrow. I'm going to do a quick Euro roundup tomorrow morning. We'll make sure you check that out. They're only about 6 minutes long. And then I might do a daily vibe tomorrow, just talking about quickly about the England team, maybe in the afternoon. But we will see. If not, if there's any transfers, we will get them out. Really do appreciate all the great questions, the small community that we got. We're growing day by day, and if it wasn't for you, it would not work. So make sure you look out for the notifications. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe, and enjoy your evening, people. Enjoy your evening. You take care. God bless.